Hi everyone. So I just wanted to come in here quick and give you my review on this L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I have been using this for a month already through different temperature, through different activities. So I really know my thoughts on this one. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. So let's first start with the basics. This one has 30 ml of product. This is in the shade 4 to 5 medium. And for my shade comparisons, they're all under the description box. And I bought this in Walmart for around $15 plus tax. So this is not available in the Philippines. But I know that there are already a lot of resellers for this one. Although, of course, it's for higher price. But yeah, this one comes in a glass packaging, and then there's a dropper. The consistency, it's not runny, but it's also not very thick. It's just in the middle. And also this has, I find, this has a demi matte finish. It's not super glowy like the name suggests, but it's also not thick. You get a lot of time to work this into your skin. But let me just go back to the packaging. I hate the packaging because since it's a dropper, most of the product are around the dropper, and then it just gets messy when you return it because it builds up on the nozzle. And also, since this is a foundation, every time you pull out the dropper, it just exposes all of the foundation to the elements. So I think this will go bad quicker than the usual foundation if it were in a squeezy bottle or in a pump packaging, because this one you really have to remove the cover totally to get the product, or even sometimes you have to touch the dropper. So it's unhygienic. I don't like the packaging, and it also gets messy in the nozzle. But performance wise, I have oily, acne-prone, and sensitive skin, and this one I find it does not break me out, which is the most important part of my review always. That's what I'm always looking for. And then as for the coverage, I also have a lot of acne scars, and the coverage of this one is light to buildable medium. More than that, it can be a little bit cakey. I usually just put one layer of this one, and then just do a spot conceal for my spots, and that usually works. And then wear test, I've worn this with and without primer, and it wear down beautifully on both ways, with or without primer. But of course, with the primer, it wears more, it wears better. And I use the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip primer. That's the only primer that I have, and it works well with this foundation. And then as for the wear test, of course, it always depends on the weather, on what you did on that day, and how humid it is. Right now here in the Philippines, it's summer, it's very humid, and I'm sweating a lot. So this foundation lasts me around 6 to 8 hours before it starts fading. And even before that, I already get oily, but when I blot, it still looks fresh. But when I was wearing this foundation during the colder season, this one wore around 10 to 12 hours. But I also noticed that it clung to some of my dry patches, but that was only because the night before I did a mask. So maybe it's just my skin, because it had like some peeling up, so it just clung to my dry patches. But normally it does not cling to any of my dry patches. Not that I have a lot of, especially now that it's in the summer, so I have oily skin. I haven't seen any clinging on to dry patches, so maybe that was just a unique, or that was just a separate case. All in all, I like this foundation. It does not break me out. The color is good. It's very close to my skin. It's not the perfect match because I have olive undertone. This one just has neutral, but it's okay. It's very close. By the way, this is not the foundation that I'm wearing today. I'm not sure why I keep on checking myself in the mirror. But yeah, this is not the foundation that I'm wearing today. But I just want to show you that this really is close to my skin tone. And the price, L'Oreal foundations have always been a little bit pricey, but I also find that they've always been one of like the best creators of foundation in the drugstore. And I also heard that this is a good dupe for the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I'm not sure. I don't have that foundation, so I cannot say it. But all in all, on its own, I love this foundation. It wears down beautifully. The coverage is buildable. It does not have a scent. It does not break me out. It wears well even if I have oily skin, even during the colder season when I have like normal to dryish skin. This still worked. And the price is okay. I just wish that it came in a different packaging because it's not hygienic. But that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope that this video helped you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.